I'm Chrissy Chris, and you're listening to the story of the Amen Break on BBC Radio 1 Extra.
Well, it's always been used in drum and bass. It's the prevalent break.
Catch it before it catches you.
It's a staple of jungle.
Back in the day, Amen Break was the one.
You'd hear it every other tune. 50% of the night would be Amen Break, definitely. It was a whole scene based around that one break, for me anyway.
I don't know if the music would even exist without it. It's hard to know, really. I am Will.
And I'm Saul, and we're Chasing Status. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, these that silly sounding break again. Oh, I'm bored of that. When I started making music, that's really cool, actually. You kind of hear something different. And I think any budding producer who just starts to produce and he wants to make jungle, I'd bet any money in the world, one of the first things they do is find an Amen Break, speed it up, and they're like, wow, I'm making jungle, because it's so synonymous with that. We have used it many a time on tracks such as Love's Theme, In Love, copious other ones.
Time. New single, Time. You can hear it there.
It's been used and it's still being used now. This is J Magic and this is Wicker Man. I first used it on my first Metalheadz release called Your Sound in 1994-5. It was one of the only breaks that had a name at the time as well, which made it quite unique. But it's probably the only break that's always been kind of... It's always been...
Incredible.
It's always been there.
Groove Rider.
Let's say 60% of the tunes, 70% of the tunes have got an Amen Break in it. You know, I have done over the amount of years.
Fabio.
Even my last radio show, I would reckon, now looking back, I would have played 5 tracks with the Amen Break in it. That's now. That's without even thinking, though. I don't purposely think, wow, it's got Amen, I'm going to play it. It's just a part of drum and bass. It is the keystone. It's what makes drum and bass instantly recognisable from any other music, because we use it more than any other music form. Even someone said to me the other day on Facebook, you know, damn the first person who ever speeded up the Amen Break. And do I know who it was? Because he wants to find him and kill him. So, you know, it's got its detractors, but anyone that's into drum and bass and anyone who's into looping a break will have to say, love it or hate it, it is the greatest break of all time, and it will never ever be surpassed.
This is Chrissy Chris, and you're listening to the story of the Amen Break on BBC Radio 1 Extra. So who in drum and bass would we crown King of the Amen? Here are the main contenders. Would we crown King of the Amen? Here are the main contenders.
One of the most prolific producers for using the Amen Break would be Busy B.
Bailey.
He's murdered it. I mean, every track he made was Amen, 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 Amen. You just know escaping it with him.
Chasing Status.
Lots of artists are known in drum and bass for using Amens. Dillinger, who was like a legend in the drum and bass world, was very well known for really distorting up the Amen and making it sound like a completely different break.
Dillinger was the first one to make it sound really punchy and fat. He pitched it down, did all sorts of processing to it. No one still knows how he did it, but he made the ultimate kind of the Amen beat. I don't even know if the original drummer would recognise it, really, you know? He's really changed it up. heavenly bass. The tune's just quite mental. It's quite edity, but you get an absolute idea of what Dillinger was able to do with that break. He really went in and just ripped it to pieces.
Dillinger.
Acid track. It's probably the biggest one that I ever used the Amen break in. I remember distinctively Ray Keith using it.
I tell the DJs what to play, you see? Play back that tape for me, sir.
Accelerate, XLR8, I think the name of the track was, dub plate. And you just rolled it in a natural form, just looping it, didn't really cut it up too much, and it sounded beautiful.
Ray Keith, he's made maybe 1,000 tunes, and I'd say 95% of them he has used the Amen break. And that's no word of a lie, man. Everyone calls him Raymond because he uses the Amen break so much.
From Amen to Raymond, sounds like Ray Keith takes the title. What was the first track he used the Amen break on?
I cleanly, throughout the whole tune, I think it was Renegade Terrorist. When I did that tune, I just wanted to do something that was dubby, but still reggae orientated, that would show that it's about the beats and the bass, and it could be about a vibe, rather than just a random, I nicked this sample and used it. It was kind of a statement at the time. I remember going to Orange that day, that weekend that I'd cut it, and everybody was playing it. And I remember loads of people coming up to me. I remember even Chrome and Time going, "Boy, how did you get it so clean, Ray?" And I was like, you know, it was just what I wanted to hear. I sampled it from the Mantronics break. I did that with Gavin Nookie in his mum's pantry, which we used to use as a studio back in the day. We chopped it, we broke it, we reversed it, we messed about with it. That break has got other breaks on top of it to fatten it out. So it's got extra kicks, extra snares in the right places. And it was how we processed the break. I still cane that break, do you know what I mean? There's so many different sides of that break that you can use. You can use it in a shuffle. You can EQ out all the bottoms and use it as almost like percussion.
But the million-dollar question, would drum and bass exist without the Amen break?
It's part of it, but it's not the reason for it.